That's good. Runnin is an interactive retro future dance party. You're inside this record store, you get these magic glow sticks, and your dance energy brings the piece to life.
Grisaille is really a documentation of my relationship to virtual reality. In Chicago, I studied architecture. I really wanted to build worlds, but the second that I started painting in tilt brush, I couldn't stop. I didn't want to get out, and I was just crying. I couldn't believe that I was able to lay inside of my painting.
Sweet Dreams is a project that we've been wanting to do for a heck of a long time. It's an untethered, processional VR experience. People walk around, they drink, they eat, and they experience luscious, delicious land. We met a writer called Simon Rowe, who's a complete non-tech author, a food author. We realized, this doesn't have to be just a fancy diner with glowing food and animated food. This could be a full-blown story world. We use Unity for a live performance playback mechanism and interactive. It's slightly non-traditional, it's a games engine, but we have leveraged the graphics capability and the possibility to interact. We've been using lots of flex objects in Unity. You get a real nice squidge aesthetic going on because of all the kind of physics.
I think AR/VR is really too pretty right now. Everything's nice and bubbly, and we're trying to make work that isn't always comfortable and nice, and it plays with people's expectations, and this medium just seems to be so perfectly suited for that as well. The project actually really is trying to deal with AI manipulation. One of the big themes is that everything in the experience is an AI. You go in thinking you're in there for a bedtime story, but what's actually happening is somewhat of a reverse Turing test. And that whole theme of it is, I think, very important to start thinking about AI in our cultural context. It's really important to understand how easy it is for humans to personify inanimate objects, and how easy it is for big companies to then use these storytelling mechanisms to make you feel like AI has agency when it has no agency at all.
I started early as a creator taking 360 video and putting it into Unity and doing kinds of camera moves and giving the player options to make choices between scenes that they would go in and out of. Branching narrative type structure that we have the option to do by using a game engine, stuff we can't do when we're making two-dimensional cinema. So my best practices, I feel like, is to continue to experiment and push boundaries right now, because I feel like we're in the midst of writing a new language for virtual reality.
We're in the age of distraction, and we have embraced VR as an environment that allows people to focus and really immerse themselves, lose themselves.
When I'm painting on canvas, I'm confined by the two dimensions, but the thoughts in my mind, they are three-dimensional. I think it's just such a much easier way creatively to put my ideas down. So what can we do with the third dimension, and how to use space to create entirely new forms of art?
I'd like to think that when you see holograms on your bedroom and a story that unfolds, even when your app is off and you're going to bed, those assets can penetrate your dreams, and that's kind of what I want to take those to.
What's great about Unity is we have shorthand with a whole bunch of developers, and we're just really pleased with the production values as well.
At this point, Unity is just, when I need to make a project, I open Unity. We're not yet gotten to a place when we question what tool we're going to use, because it's pretty obvious, Unity just seems to have support for every new thing that comes out.
We just want to push it, and we really want to bring cinematic experiences to the public.